Hi, and welcome back. Tonight we're having fried chicken with Mike's Hot Honey. Hey, y'all, and welcome back. Get on in here, get on in here, get on in here. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for talking about this love and marriage, Huntsville. Oh, we got a lot to talk about. So if you're new to my channel, I say fix your something to eat. Pull up to the table. Sit down and let's talk a while. But for those who are returning, I say I thank y'all for y'all continued support, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to say grace. We're going to get into the menu, and we need to start talking like ASAP, okay? Gracious Lord, I truly thank you for this food I'm about to receive to nourish my body and to feed my soul for Christ's sakes. Amen. Lord, y'all, what's going on in these Huntsville streets? Too much for me to keep up with. But anyway, we talking about love and marriage, Huntsville. This is season 6, episode 10. This may be the last episode. It did say to be continued, but I'm curious. You know, normally it only go like 10 episodes before they hit the reunion. So let's talk about what we have on the menu tonight. Y'all know it's one of them lazy days again for me. I told y'all it's hard getting back in that kitchen after vacation. And it's the summertime. Them children ain't want no cooked food, so I'll oblige. So on the menu today, we went to Popeyes. I got some Popeyes chicken, biscuit, fries, what have you. But, this is what I'm doing tonight. I got some Mike's Honey Hot. I've seen this on TikTok. And what they do, they use the Honey Hot and the Tennessee hot chicken seasoning is supposed to be busting. I have no reason to doubt it, but that's what we're getting into tonight. So let's talk about love and marriage, Huntsville. So how did it open up? Oh, it opened up back at the baby shower. Tiffany having issues. She's not feeling well. Big Lou trying to talk to her. Big Lou trying to see what's going on. And I appreciate Big Lou and all that he do, okay? I don't care what kind of flack he catch from them guys. He's still the man in my eyesight. But he ended up rushing out to the hospital. You know, after it took some convincing. Even Kimmy came, you know, trying to express to her, baby, this is a medical emergency in itself, the pregnancy alone. So, yeah, you might want to go to the hospital and get checked out. So, I'm glad Big Lou just picked her up, loaded her in, and off to the hospital they went. So, I'm happy to hear about that. And the thing about it, you know, she was fine. The doctor gave her some advice telling her she needs to rest and she needs to stay hydrated, drink plenty of water. However, you know, she's still trying to make moves and planning trips. She still got one more speaking engagement she wants to participate in. Baby, sit down somewhere. I like the way Big Lou told her, when God wants you to sit down, he pretty much make you sit down one way or another. So that gave her a little food for thought. But I also like the way he checked her. You get what I'm saying? He was telling her about the situations that she was placing him in. And she needed to hear that from him. Yeah, he's your protector and all, but he don't need you going out starting no mess, starting no battles that he need to finish up. Chill out, Tiffany, okay? So that was the Tiff and Lou. So let's talk about the little groundbreaking ceremony that Marceau and Tisha were participating in. I'm not sure what project that is, but Tisha showed up there in a gown with cutouts and peekaboos with skin showing and heels, like she was going to the club or going to the gala or going somewhere other than a construction site. I'm like, she doing all this for TV. Team too much. Team too much. Y'all see that? Now let's put that's what it looked like. But she obviously didn't come to do no work. She obviously came for the photo op only. It was just team too much. And also, tell me why Maurice showed up. It's not like he's their legal representation. Only thing he did that was trying to console, or I'm going to say hype or blow Marceau's head up. I want to tell him about all your accomplishments. I'm really proud of you, man. You doing this, you doing that. Tisha build that, blah, 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 blah. You just want to get on the camera. If you want some camera time, just say that. Just say that. But I'm going to tell you what was interesting. It's clearly that Tisha, Marceau, Maurice, they all showed up for the photo op. Why when Gino showed up, he in some slacks and a button down. Gino didn't have on no suit, no shades, and all this trying to appear to be something that is not. Y'all, it just seemed like Tisha and Marceau's storyline get faker and faker by the moment. I'm just sorry. But anyway, Gino showed up. Something I did notice there at the groundbreaking, he continues to refer to Gino as his business partner. I don't think Tisha owned the company. For him to continue to refer to Gino as the business partner, it's a reason why. Ain't none of that's real. Why not believe it? I mean, I don't know what to say for Tisha more so. I think they just pretty much need to sit down at this point. They did a Black Expo meeting later on in the show. We'll get to that. But then what else? Mel, she had a visit with her attorney. And you know something I'm going to say about her? That woman stay on the grind, stay on her business. And that's something I can appreciate and respect. No matter what this woman got going on, she still make time, not only for her children, but to take care of business. It would be easy for her to crawl in a corner and say, I don't want to deal with this anymore. How long she been dealing with this man? What, 14 plus years? Now you dealing with him outside of the marriage, outside of the courts. You still got to work with this man. She's way better than me. I don't think I can take it. But she visited her attorney. She inquired about her name change. And that's when he had to bust her bubble and tell her, well, you know, you can't change your name because you still in open court cases and you can't do it until they're closed, blah, 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 blah. And to me, it's sad. It's disheartening. I wish she would have changed her name like the day after they were divorced. You know what I'm saying? But I understand her keeping it for the sake of the children, whatever. So I'm with her whether she want her name Rogers back or she kept Hope for the sake of the kids. Either way it go, I would have been satisfied. However, I'm going to tell you something. Mel is strategic in her movement. While she's with her attorney and they discussing things, you notice how they done brought up the things that Martell attorneys was asking for. They want that woman phone records. They want to know who she's been intimate with since the divorce. I'm talking about they was asking for stuff that was like crazy. I mean, as Mel said, it was invasive, and it was invasive. That's just Martell, still trying to be in her business, still trying to find some means of control, even if it's nothing but through these children. Those aren't things you ask for in a custody case. You asking for all this woman's personal business. Now imagine if they ask you for your personal business. They want this woman telephone records. Like, what they have to do with the kids? I don't get it. I don't get it. Martell need help, and he need help bad. Carlos people, get your boy some help. And speaking of Martell, he met up with Miguel Wilson. They had a little meeting, talking about his suit line, what he would like, trying to get his mind thinking of what he would like in regards of putting out a suit line, what would be a standout feature or something that's not really done much on the market. So I'm glad that he's doing something. Go ahead on and get your little coins together, homeboy, so you can leave Mel alone. My God. But I'm going to tell you something, and it's just me being petty. I bet he tried to hit on that woman who's with Miguel. That conversation, he was trying not to look at her. Yeah. I bet he didn't try to hit on her too. I don't think he can help it. This is his nature. But now I'm going to tell you something that I find to be interesting with that conversation with Miguel and Martell. He told Martell it's going to take at least $100,000 to get started up. I don't think Martell got that kind of money. But here's the sad part. Well, it's not even sad. I don't even know what it is. I wonder which woman he going to swindle $100,000 out of. Being it though, he done got some woman to buy land with him. And it looked like they done changed hands 2 or 3 times, have different transactions. So it looked like they started out buying the land together. She sold it to him to get her name off of it for like $10. And then he's acquired it through whatever. Y'all, it's something real fishy going on. And I wonder if maybe he's doing that to pay for that suit line. That's all the off-camera stuff, the land stuff. Comment, let me know what you think. Okay, so now we're going to talk about this, the Black Expo meeting. Tell me why Kimmy showed up there with notes. She even have the original letter that Marceau wrote saying that he should be the president of the comeback group. Kimmy wasn't playing this time around. She said, I'm prepared. And she was. Y'all, I died. And I can appreciate her expressing her concerns to Mel. Well, her and Mel was the first 2 there anyway. To be totally honest with you, Kimmy may have been trying to be messy, asking Mel who you was with. I saw this other human arm in pictures with you. You know we're gonna ask. I like the way Mel told her, it's all right, you get asked. Just like I can say it's none of your business. Did she get her together? I loved it. But it was so nice and polite. That's what I like. Her reads are so nice and polite. So, you know, the Core 6 are coming to this Black Expo meeting. That's what they renaming it, child. Coming back to this, that Tisha start off the rip to my, she ain't paying nobody. Okay, really? You don't want to pay nobody because you want to talk about y'all successful enough, and then your husband even going to go as far as to say anybody who want to be paid, he see that as being greed or having greed. Call them greedy, so to speak, which I think is poppycock. Why should nobody want to get paid? If they was doing it for another company, and the teacher said herself that they would expect to get paid. I liked how Kimmy bust them out saying, we ain't heard nothing from y'all. And Tisha gonna talk about, well, I sent the email and didn't get a response from nobody. How you sent out this invisible email that nobody got? You sent the email, nobody got it. Yeah, you need to check your Wi-Fi connection. Maybe the email didn't go out. I don't know. I'm being funny, okay? But now they're all talking about what they think should happen. Tisha done said they ain't paying nobody. And this is probably what's killing me the most. They keep talking about this Black Expo, Black Business Expo, that is on the same premise of the initiative that Mel pitched to own to get them to show, okay? But I'm glad that it took Kimmy to say it. Kimmy saying all y'all bylaws of this Black Business Expo is what the comeback group was. And I'm glad that Maurice called them out too, telling them this is y'all taking our ideas. So I'm glad that they've put it out on the table, because what they're trying to do, they want to take over the comeback group. And what Kimmy is saying, okay, well then since y'all using the comeback group's platform, have the Black Business Expo through the comeback, or comeback through the Black Expo. But somehow she's trying to still get them to incorporate the comeback group. I guess they still paying for licensure and taxes and permits or whatever they need to have that business continue to run, versus Martisha. I heard somebody call them that. Marceau and Tisha, Martisha. But yeah, Martisha want to use the comeback group for their own benefit, take control, and pretty much govern all the proceeds. Mel said, before our last meeting, you guys weren't aware of any sponsorships. Now that I mentioned sponsorship, y'all want to take it and make it y'all idea. Now all of a sudden, y'all want to acquire sponsors. Good girl, good girl. She put it on them. Because it's the truth. They didn't have no clue. They want to do this Black Business Expo and don't know what they doing. And it just so happened, it's not the point of Mel giving game. This is in casual conversation that she's pouring out to you. There are things you need to have in place, and you still don't know. And you're still not even trying. You just taking what she's giving you and run with it. Instead of saying, you know what, Mel? You know what? Instead of me paying you as a speaker, I want to pay you as a consultant. Help me get this Black Expo off the ground. Help us formulate a plan to get this thing going. Hell, you see the Bet on Black flop. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. I like the way Mel called them out. When I was doing mimosas with Mel, y'all weren't trying to sponsor me, but y'all want to sponsor others by using me. And Tisha with a thick tongue behind just always want to try to get at Mel. Well, I tried to support your event and I was escorted out. That's what she told her. She said, but I'm talking sponsorship. She got it all the way together. She needed to. I'm going to tell you what I found to be interesting with that whole situation. I found that the Black Business Expo is spelled B-L-A-Q-U-E. The same way the Cigar Lounge is spelled. Tell me that they ain't trying to hijack the damn comeback group. That's exactly what they trying to do. They trying to hijack the comeback group in the comeback group's face. It's just, they need help. They need help. They need to quit playing the folks' face. But did y'all see how Martell keep me her name in his mouth? She living rent-free in his head. Trying to talk about them not paying speakers, saying some people have big influence in, you know, on their platforms and things of that nature. He was referring to Mel, saying Mel is a public speaker, so why shouldn't she get paid? He just want them to ask her fees. He's trying to figure out how much this woman is making to speak. This man, he never do nothing for the right reason. Everything he does have an ulterior motive. He trying to get something for nothing. He always trying to scam and scheme and get something for nothing. Bless his heart. I don't know. I guess we'll see what's going to go down next week. If it's another episode or if they go straight into the reunion. I wouldn't mind them going to the reunion because I'm tired of this Black Business Expo going on anyway. But I thank y'all for having dinner with me. If this is your first time on my channel, you know you're always welcome. Come on back next week. Fix your plate. We can sit down and chat it up a little bit. You can even list me a comment below. We can talk about it because I could be wrong. Could be seeing things cross-eyed. Help a sister out. But if you're returning, I said thank you for your support. But what I'm going to do is finish eating, and I guess I'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a good night.